Howdy, y'all. So on the next episode of Ricky's Big World, we gonna spill all the tea. Okay.
But how did I know before giving you the star that you were going to change your mind while in Louisiana to come back up?
I've given you
I'm a really good producer, but I don't read minds, Ricky.
I gotta go to Jesus for a second. Hold on.
Back in the pizza world caverns, behind the test ovens, and in reality next to the bathrooms, it's Ricky's Big World.
Hey, welcome to another edition of Ricky's Big World. Is the episode? Yeah, episode.
You always say edition, though.
Whatever. Anyway, we are here at what time?
Early.
We are early this morning. Ain't nobody here. If you turn this camera around, you see all the chairs still up on top of the table.
Yeah, nobody's. It's literally just you and I. There's not another soul in this place.
I don't know why she wanted me here so early in the morning. And by the way, if y'all hear me burp a bit, because I tried it early before the camera came on, and we started, and it did not. I couldn't get it.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! I told you. I knew once I knew when I started talking, it was going. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I feel better. But it didn't come from the other end. So, all right, we good on that one. Oh,
it sounds like you feel better after.
I do. I feel so
like that's
good.
something you hear and you're like, wow, they needed to do.
I'm so sorry. How's it?
Good morning.
Oh, good morning, family.
I don't know when people are watching this, but it's very early.
Hey, that's all right. All right.
And that's because you went and got coffee this morning? What else did you get with it?
So my buddy Matt picked me up from the hotel.
Oh, okay.
And we went to a coffee shop here in town and sat there for quite a while just chit-chatting, talking. This man has got the encyclopedia of voiceover actors in his brain.
Really?
He is a stalker, Matt. I'm going to go ahead and tell you. He's a stalker of the voiceover artists. Okay, so he's telling me about all these Comic-Cons he's been to, because we were talking about the only one I've ever been to was not a good experience with meeting one of the actors.
Oh, okay.
And so he was just talking about that, and we were talking about this, and it was just a really good experience.
Oh, my God. I just want to apologize to the family today.
I think we need to delete this episode because
it's too late.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I apologize.
Oh my gosh.
Better out than in.
If people, this is the epitome of our brand. It really is what it is.
What was that? We ain't professional?
Yeah.
I apologize. It's trying to come out. I tried to get out before we started filming, but
we should normalize bodily functions. We really should.
No.
Yeah.
No, we ain't normalizing.
Everybody burps. Everybody farts.
No. The back porch does not make noises. Okay, we ain't doing that one. All right, front porch, fine. Back porch.
I think you're ahead of the curve. You're normalizing it for people right now.
I ain't normalizing back porch screen door. If that screen door starts squeaking, y'all better run. I'm telling you that ain't pretty. All right. Yeah, so
forgot.
I'm sorry. Coffee. So I went and had coffee with my buddy Matt this morning. And we sat there chit-chatting. I told him, I looked at the time. I said, we got to go. I said, because Roxanna Jana wants me there early. So we go. He drops me off. And he's got a brand new Ford Lightning electric truck.
Ooh.
And I told him, I said, so when are you going to turn it on? He said, it's been on. And we got into the thing. I could not believe how nice it was. Quiet.
Oh, yeah.
It's so quiet. And I was like, wow. So I'm a Ford fan too, so
yeah,
whatever.
Are you thinking about it? Are you thinking about changing in your fancy car, getting a truck again?
Because I would much rather have a truck.
You did rent a truck to come down here, and I was like, he misses his truck.
I do miss my truck, but that was not that I didn't ask for that truck.
Yeah, but you asked for a truck.
I asked for a Toyota Tacoma, because they're better on gas.
Oh, okay.
And then they gave me this big old massive truck instead for the same price.
I mean, I think you miss your truck.
I do.
Are you thinking about switching it in?
Yes. I told Jennifer, I said, I am not going to be driving around in this fancy luxury-looking car as big as I am in Louisiana and dealing with all the flood and water and all this without a truck.
Yeah.
So I'm looking.
Okay. Well,
I'm looking. Now, if there's anybody out there that, owns a vehicle thing who wants to sponsor us and give me a free truck, I'm cool with that,
give
too.
me a free truck. I love that.
So
I could use a new car.
Roxanna Jana
since
is
we're
riding my
asking,
coattail and says she wants a new car,
absolutely riding your coattail. Like, I'm not even.
too. Well, what do you want? A car or an SUV?
I'm good. I have like a newer SUV anyway.
You do have a nice vehicle.
Yeah.
So,
I was just kidding.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
I just like riding your coattails.
So we went back to my hotel. I got out of his truck. I got in my truck, and then now I'm here.
Nice.
So I apologize for the gas.
Well,
The coffee. I didn't realize that coffee won't do that.
we'll forgive you.
And plus, yesterday I ate a lot too. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Hopefully later today, once like people come into the restaurant, we'll eat. But
you need a swivel on that so you can show everybody.
I
how-
do. Here, let me. I'm gonna try. I know family that things get rocky, and I hit this thing all the time. But we're gonna try and make it as smooth as possible.
That is not smooth as possible.
No, this is pretty bad. Oh, somebody just got
Somebody
here.
just- So we are literally by the kitchen.
Yeah, this is not smooth. I apologize.
I know it. It is terrible.
Pretty bad.
Look
but
at that.
Look at that. And then the
Okay.
first employee for the day.
Oh, there's the employee. Are they late?
No. Okay. I think.
Am I centered again?
Well, I don't know is the thing, but yeah, I think
Okay, there
I
you go.
did pretty good.
All right. So
Given what I had to turn around in my small little space I'm in, I think I did pretty
she
good.
did a great job. I ain't playing with. She got so much equipment on this thing. This is crazy. So
And I mean, unfortunately, I'm in like this little hidey hole. That's why I hit the camera all the time.
she doesn't like being on camera for some reason. She wants me on camera, but not her.
You're the face. You're the beauty of this brand. The
We
model.
need to reevaluate the word beauty on here.
We need to reevaluate
This
the
ain't pretty.
brand given today.
We need to get a dermatologist skin sponsor because we got that psoriasis.
Oh, if you're a dermatologist.
Got the
It's,
psoriasis.
Yeah.
So what do you want to talk about today?
Well, I was wondering because you were out and about today getting food and
No,
coffee.
no food.
No food, just coffee.
Just coffee.
Okay. Fair enough. You get free stuff from places? How's that work? Tell me about the perks of being Ricky. That's what I want to know.
Okay. I got pulled over this morning by the Popo on Highway 100. I was going a little on the fast side. Okay, I admit it. But, it's a truck, and I had to test the Hemi.
Yeah.
And so I'm driving on 100 to get here, and the Popo pulled me over. And he comes up to me. He's like, "Sir, you know how fast you're going?" I said, "I'll be honest with you, I sure don't." And so he,
Can
what is that?
Yeah, see, you did it. I was gonna warn you. He's gonna start turning on like ovens, and so like,
So it had background noise.
so now we will have restaurant noise. So the
Restaurant.
normal noises that you typically hear, the noises Ricky loves, they're starting to come
I do.
online.
I love the environment here because it's not this quiet little box that
Yeah.
most people with podcasts have. No, we are in a real restaurant.
Yeah, we're here,
So-
and so everything's starting to get turned on. So you're gonna start to hear the audio adjust.
So he comes up to me and he says, "You know how fast you're going?" I said, "Sir, I'll be honest with you, I do not." I said, "I just put the foot on there," and I said, "But I will apologize." I said, "Because I have prosthetic legs, and it's weird. Even with prosthetic legs, you can still feel a little bit. You know how you drive a car, and then you get the feeling of a car. So whenever you feel something going on with it,
Yeah.
so you become a part of the car.
Yeah, because you're just used to driving. You know the difference.
It's the same way with the legs. Legs are the same way. And so, I get in there and the gas pedal on this truck is different than what I'm used to. It's just a little bit. So I told him, I said, "Well, I apologize." I said, I'll take the ticket or whatever we need to do because evidently I was speeding. And he looked in the truck, and all of a sudden, a dog would go, "Huh?" And he did look at the truck and went, "Huh?" And he said, I am so impressed. And then he wanted to ask questions. He's what blah blah this blah blah, asking all these questions. He said, "Well, tell you what, I'll let you have a warning this time." And he said, "But that is the coolest thing I've ever seen."
That's awesome.
So I got out of a ticket this morning. So I don't know if it's something to be proud of, but that's my second ticket I've gotten out of. First one, I was driving Jennifer's car, and I was in a construction zone. I didn't realize that I was not out of the construction zone. You know how you're driving, you see all this construction stuff.
And then it kind of stops.
Then it stops,
Yeah.
but I was still in it.
I see.
So I get pulled over on the highway, and the cop comes to the other side of the window on the I mean, if it's your way, that way. Anyway, but the cop comes to the passenger side window, and, "Sir, you know how fast you were going?" I said, "No, sir." I said, "But for you to stop me, I must have been going fast." And I said, "Was it good at least?" And he said, "You do realize you were going 80, I was going to 80 something in a construction zone," which, my bad. I cannot believe I was going that fast. My only excuse was that I didn't realize it. I was driving Jennifer's car. I never drive her car. But either way, it's my responsibility. I was the one of the wrong. So I told him, I said, "Well, sir," I said, "I apologize. I admit to it. I'll accept the ticket." "Sir, you don't realize the ticket's $1,400.
Whoa,
I said, "Excuse me?"
that's a ticket.
He said, "And I actually could take you to jail right now for going so fast in a construction zone."
Seriously?
That's what I said.
How fast were you going? Do you know?
80, I was going 81, I think, or 82.
And what was the speed limit for the construction zone?
55.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah. It's my fault. So he says, "Well, let me have your license and everything else and everything." So he goes back to his car. And I'm sitting there going, "Well, let me check my bank account." It's $1,400. And he comes back. He says, "Sir, I'm going to let you off with a going 75 and a 55. That's a $181 ticket." So, all right, I thank you. I appreciate you. And he said, and by the way, I look forward to listening to you again tomorrow morning, Ricky.
Oh.
My driver's license does not say Ricky. Okay, it says my government name.
Yeah.
And so I told him, I said, "You knew who I was?" He said, "I knew who you was when you opened your mouth." And he said, "I listen to you every morning." I said, "I appreciate that. Thank you so much." He said, "I still need to give you a ticket. I'll take the $181 over $1,400.
Oh, yeah.
And I
sure.
told him, I said, and I will apologize. I said, that was 100% my fault. Nobody was working the construction zone.
I see.
Now, I do have to point that out. It was a weekend day or whatever it was.
Yeah.
So nobody was working it. But still, it was irresponsible of me to do.
Yeah, for sure.
Whatever excuse, whether I wasn't paying attention, car's different, it doesn't matter. It's still my fault.
Yeah.
So I paid that $181 that day from my phone, take it, instead of $1,400 in jail time.
Yeah.
So we good with that.
That's
so
crazy.
That's twice I got off just because of the radio
because
thing
of
or
you.
something else. I was at a restaurant here in town one time, and the waitress, I go in there, I don't tell nobody. I'm in radio, I've done movie. You don't sit there and brag about that mess.
Yeah. But I think, too, if people are familiar with the station and with you being on the station, I think it's hard to hide who you are.
Being in the Midwest and being this Southern
Yeah.
and no legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do get nervous.
I was going to say, you're pretty easy to peg. Like, people come
Why
in
you
here.
gotta say peg when I got what? That's peg, like what?
But like,
Now I'm a pirate.
people come in here who, like, during our podcast and stuff, or even before that, when you're just in here for lunch and you're talking because you're kind of loud, and they'll come over and be like, "Are you Ricky?" Because they just know you're.
I am loud.
Yeah.
I could tone it down if you want me to.
No.
But that we wouldn't feel comfortable.
Yeah.
And
So
they'll say,
it's
"What?"
easy to put two and two together when you walk into a place.
I love when the
And
kids.
you wear a Georgia hat everywhere.
I do. Yeah. You ain't getting. I love when the kids recognize me because kids are the most truthful creatures on the planet.
Yeah.
And a child will tell you whether or not they like you or not. And I
Absolutely.
get kids run up to me and like, "Ricky, Ricky, Ricky, Ricky." Your kids are like that.
Yeah, they are.
And they're like, Ricky, I listen to you in the morning, and blah, 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 blah. And then they're fascinated by the legs. And it's and
My
that's
daughter
why,
is fascinated by your legs.
Who is?
My daughter.
And
it's so
that's a
funny.
great example. Because a lot of parents, they're like, no, don't. I welcome when kids or anybody ask questions about how I lost my legs or what kind of legs are they. So when kids, being as honest as they are, come up to me and they start asking that question, ask away.
Yeah.
I'm an open book, and I love the curiosity
You
with
do
kids
so
doing
well with it. Like, so well with it.
it. With what?
With the kids, when they
Now,
ask
I
you.
would trip a child real quick. All right, just let you know, the child get in my face talking about, this. I mean, you walk away cautiously, because I might throw a leg. I will unsnap this sucker and throw it right at that child leg. Oh, I'm so sorry, it just fell off. But anyway, let me get back to the story.
Sorry.
So I was at a restaurant, and I was sitting there with a friend of mine, and a waitress came over, and just sitting there chit-chatting. All of a sudden, she paused like she was buffering.
Yeah, she was trying to figure out. She's putting the pieces together.
She was, and she started looking at me. She said, Ricky? And I said, yes. How you know? She said, Ricky from the radio station? I said, yes, ma'am. Oh, I listen to you every morning on my way to work and blah, blah. I said, I really appreciate that. She said, you don't look nothing like I thought. And I went,
Yeah.
what did you think I looked like?
I love that.
I thought you were like 500 pounds because you always calling yourself Thunder Chunky. And and she said, please forgive me. She said, but I thought you were going to be wearing overalls with no teeth. She said, you actually kind of pretty. And I said, well, I appreciate that. So she leaves. She takes our order. She leaves. And we eating and we're doing this and everything else. She comes back. And I said, well, just give me the check I'm paying today, because my buddy and I, we do a back and forth thing. And she said, oh, no. It's on the house for free. I went back there and I told the manager that you are not going to pay.
That's all.
I said, no. I said, because the thing is, though, is I need to pay so I can give you a tip. I don't carry cash.
Yeah.
And I said, let me get a to-go drink. So I got a to-go drink for, I think she only charged me $1. And I left her a $25 tip.
Yeah.
And I told her, I said, please understand, when you see me in the future, I am a $5 tip guy. This $25 I'm giving you right now, I don't care if the meal's $100. I ain't doing more than $5. That's why when Jennifer and I go to eat,
Yeah.
I'll give them my card, but give her the receipt to sign, because she does good tip. She's a good tipper.
Yeah.
Now, and I say this because I know somebody going to listen going, I can't believe he does that. I used to wait tables a lot. I was in the restaurant industry since high school. So I waited tables, bartending, and everything else. I know what it takes to walk in that door on a bad day and leave all that grouchiness behind outside.
Yeah.
And come in with a smile and everything else. But I also understand that tipping is courtesy. It is not required. And I will tip hugely on someone who goes above and beyond. If you just walking around because that's your job and pouring the tea and all this other stuff, $5. I'll leave $5. Or if you got a bad attitude, you ain't getting nothing.
I see what you're saying. So you're tipping based on performance. Like, everybody baseline gets $5.
My baseline is $5.
Yeah, regardless, because you
unless
came
you're
to
bad,
work.
Unless you're bad.
Fair enough.
I don't tip the
see.
bus driver.
But if they're extra friendly and they're going above and beyond their job, you tip them
I tip
appropriately.
very well.
I see.
I left one lady. My meal was, I think, $10 and something. I left her a $50 tip because she went above and beyond. She was like so courteous. She stood there and she was like, "So how was your day today? What did you do?" And I told her, and she went into a storyline, and we had a conversation.
Yeah.
And she went above and beyond. And I paid for the meal. I left her a big tip, and she even said, "Sir, you don't have to do this. You don't have to leave me a tip like that." And I said, "No, ma'am, you earned that one."
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't leave the bus driver a tip. I don't leave the construction guy a tip when he builds my house. I don't leave the mechanic a tip. I pay the bill and leave. So having worked in the restaurant business, I feel like I definitely have a right to say I'm not a good tipper.
Yeah.
Unless you go above and
Well,
beyond, because hold on. Because my mentality is I go in there for the job.
Yeah.
I'm doing a job. I'm already getting paid, but I agreed to that payment. I agreed to that. Tipping is a courtesy. It is not required.
Yeah.
And I know somebody out there is going to be mad at me about that, but it is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, I do like that you tip based on performance. Like if they're going above and beyond,
Yes.
that you reward that. And I do like that. Because, I mean, I've had servers that have just, I can't find them when I need a refill.
And you ain't getting the tip.
And stuff like that. But then I've also had servers who, like, my kids can't decide what they want, so they help me form a meal plan that will fit both.
See, that's
like that kind of stuff. Like I really
that's
appreciate.
not part of the job, though.
Yeah,
That's
it's
going
not.
above.
Yeah, and so that kind of stuff I appreciate. So I understand.
My granddaddy had this philosophy. He would seriously take out $50 in ones from the bank, and we were going to go have lunch or dinner, and he would sit that $50 in ones in the middle of the table. And he would tell that waiter or waitress, this is your tip, but for every little thing you do wrong, I'm taking $1 away. So he has a timeline on his sweet tea. And so if it got below half a glass and he had to wait a certain timeline for it to be refilled, that's $1. If you forgot something, that's $1. If you weren't smiling and courteous, that's $1. Some people will walk out with, a $25 tip on a $5 meal. Of course, this is back in the day, 90s, maybe even the late 80s. I remember this. And no one that ever went with him ever got that full $50. He would find something.
Yeah. I don't know if I agree with putting it on the table and like I could see mentally doing
that was yours.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't see like putting it on the table and like having that person watch you. Like that seems harsh.
Mm-hmm. I remember we were at Shoney's, if y'all remember that restaurant. We were at Shoney's one day. He did that same thing, put that $50 in tips, or it might be $20 in $1, so whatever the amount. And the lady's shoes squeaked too loud. He took $2. He said,
Oh my goodness.
He said, Miss Lady, I know y'all got some chicken grease and something in the background. Grease some shoes, please, because it's getting on my nerves. And so he took $2 off just because of them squeaky shoes.
That's so sad.
You hear him blowing his nose back there? Somebody blew their nose one time in front of him, and he said no. He took a tip off because she was cleaning and she swept, which I agree with this one. She was sweeping under the table while we were eating.
Oh.
Now that's nasty because all that can fly up and get in your food.
Yeah.
So he took off tips for our money for that. So yeah, I'm a horrible tipper, but I'm a wonderful tipper if you go above and beyond.
Yeah. Well, that was nice of her to go back there and be like, we're not charging him today. And that was really nice of you to give her the tip.
Well, she didn't have to do that, number one. And I was afraid it was taken away from her because she worked so hard doing her job.
Yeah.
She was very nice and everything else. But I felt that she deserved a better tip than that. But I am not one of those people who feels that because I waited tables that I deserve this big old tip and all this other stuff just because you did your job. No.
Yeah.
No. And like I said, y'all come out of a bag on me, that's fine. But it is how I've always felt, and I will always feel that way because I worked in the restaurant business before. If I came to you and never had experience at all and had that mentality, that's a whole different story.
Yeah.
Whole different story.
Are there any other places that you've been recognized?
I have gotten free T-shirts. I've gotten free food is the big one. I got free gas one time.
How'd you get free gas?
Man, let me tell you something. I walked in the door at the gas station. I won't mention. It's in Georgia, so probably don't have them up here. But I was in there, and I was in radio at the time in Georgia, and this was, oh my goodness, this was the 90s. And I walked in, and the guy was standing there behind the counter, and this gas station didn't have the credit card machines on the pumps. And so I walk in, and I tell him, I was like, I need to put $20 on this car, whatever it is. He recognized my voice. And he says, Are you Rick Hunter? Because I went as Rick Hunter for WKCN, which is Kissin 99.3
Yeah.
in Columbus, Georgia. And I said, yes, I am. He said, oh, my God, I listen to you every day because I was on the late night shift, midnight
okay.
to 6 in the morning. And I just got off work and went in, and he worked from, I think, 11 until 7 or whatever. So
Okay.
just caught him.
Yeah.
He said, we play Kissin 99.3 in the all through the night. He said, I love listening to you. And he said, how much were you getting for gas? I said, like $20. He said, I got you. I said, no, don't do that. He said, no, here's a candy bar and some chips and a drink because I know you just got off work. So the next morning, or the next night when I went on, I thanked him. I said, I want to thank you. I didn't say specifically what happened.
Yeah.
But I said, I just want to thank you for what you did, your kindness and everything else. And I said, come by the radio station. I got some tickets for you because of your kindness to go to a concert.
That's so sweet.
And so that was it.
I love that, like, even though you get these quote-unquote perks from being you still, like, pay it forward.
That's a karma thing. That's a universe. And, you know, like sometimes it takes one person to do that reaction.
Yeah.
Like you drive through and get a cup of coffee, whatever, pay it forward for the next person. Mm-hmm. Now my cup of coffee may be $2, but the next person's got like 4 kids in the back, and you can tell that he or she is just not having a good day.
Yeah.
How much? And I'll ask, well, how much is that person behind me's meal? And they're like, oh, it's this much money. I said, you know what? Please, let me pay for it so that puts them in a better mood. They don't have to do anything. You know, here's the thing. I was in an article called Mind Over Matter or something like that. And it was in a magazine called Amplitude. It's for people with amputations. And they wanted to talk about what I feel about this whole karma thing and what you put out to the universe, what you get back.
Yeah.
And my mentality is I treat everything like, you know, you're watching TV. What do you want to watch? Do you want to watch a comedy, a horror story, a drama? That's going to be your day.
Yeah.
And so when I wake up in the morning, before my foot touches I shouldn't say foot touches the floor, but when my amputee leg gets into my prosthetic leg that's already sitting on the floor, I'm grateful for something. And then I will say, I choose to have a good day 3 times.
Yeah.
I choose to have a good day. I choose to have a good day. And then that's like a TV antenna. And that signal goes out to the universe.
Yeah.
And it comes back to you because I choose not to have a bad day.
Yeah.
Because I could easily complain about everything under the sun.
Yeah.
You know,
Like getting pulled over for a ticket this morning.
well, that was a good thing. I mean, you know, I know so many people who have a disability who are complaining constantly about, oh, poor pitiful me, poor this,
Yeah.
poor that. That is not what we're going to do.
Yeah. It's hard.
Which, by the way, you need some energy. What's wrong with you? You seem tired.
Well, you should have seen you yesterday. You were exhausted. I was up all night trying to figure out topics, and you weren't that tired?
I want that. Y'all see my cut? Y'all see that? And then look at this. Ain't nobody no diva. I'm letting you
No?
know.
You're not a diva?
No.
Are you sure?
I'm just, I grew up too poor to be a diva.
Oh, well.
I
I
mean-
think things change.
No, nothing changed.
You should see some of the other cups I've made you.
Like you've already made?
I'm thinking about making you.
Oh my God! Please don't.
Well, and that I've made, because, you know, I'm going to ship you a bunch of cups.
Okay, now I want you all to understand that
To
I
Louisiana.
have no input in these cups.
There it is, folks.
They's the one that does this, not me.
No, it's you. He sends us emails with all of his quotes.
You going to hell?
With pictures.
You going to hell for that? You are lying.
With requests.
You are so lying.
I hand him a cup and he goes, "There's no star on here."
Okay, now I did say that.
And
I
so
did say
now
that one time.
how many stars are on that one? Did you count?
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
And now I'm starting to put 9 stars on there because he was complaining that he drove 900 miles.
I mean, It is what it is. I drove 900 miles, put my own money in the gas,
You-
rented a vehicle, and rented the hotel I'm staying in at my cost. So, okay, fine.
You do get fed here, and
I
you
do
get
get-
free fancy cups,
I do.
even if they do insult you.
No, they don't insult me. I love it. I love the fact this has become what it is. But where's my star on my office door?
Yeah, where is that? You want to tell us?
So she gave me the star that goes on the bathroom door, knowing
At your party. Hold on. At your party.
knowing
No.
that I'm relocating to another state, and then she expected me to remember to bring it back up here instead of making me another one.
So that's not the full truth.
What's not the whole truth?
That's not the
Is that
full
not what
truth.
happened?
No, the full truth is that at your farewell party, I gifted you the sign
you
that
gifted me,
my
you gave it to me.
son made for you,
She gave
which
it to
is
me.
the star
Right.
on the bathroom
Okay,
on your.
and that's what I said. She gave me the star.
Okay. Because we were going to be doing things remotely.
Okay, are we doing it remotely? No, not today.
After you left with said star, you went, I don't know about the remote stuff. I'm going to come back up.
I still ain't hear no untruth yet.
And I was like, okay, you can come back up if you don't want to do the remote stuff.
Okay.
But how did I know before giving you the star that you were going to change your mind while in Louisiana to come back up?
I have given you
I'm a really good
no,
producer, but
ma'am.
I don't read
Oh.
minds, Ricky.
Okay, I gotta go to Jesus for a second. Hold on. I know I've been changed. All right, so you knew I was coming back up. How many weeks before?
Hold on. I gave you the star. You left.
Right. Okay, she gave me the star.
And then you decided you wanted to come back.
But I
can't
was
read
already,
minds.
and nobody asked you to read no mind. Or hold on with the attitude, because thing is that I already told you that I planned on coming back up here, because we were debating whether to Zoom it or do me coming back up. And I kept telling you from the very beginning, I prefer to do it here at
Yeah.
the restaurant because it's the sounds of this and this. I don't think there's a soul in doing it the other way by video. There's no soul in it.
Which you few videos ago have changed your mind and decided that you want to do it that way.
I'm thinking that we should experiment and try it. Yes.
Okay.
But getting back to the star, hold on. You had plenty of time to grab a piece of cardboard, cut out that, let your child redesign it again, and have another one on my door.
I think.
You have plenty of time.
How about this? We'll leave the star with you for now. And then we'll just put your face on the wall next door.
No, please don't do that. For those who don't know, they are opening up Voodoo Brewery.
Yeah.
Okay. Voodoo Brewery, which if you see behind me, all these kegs. Can you see that good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think so.
All those kegs are part of Voodoo Brewery. And two doors down, they have rented this big, huge amount of space. It's like twice the size of this place, so that Pizza World and Voodoo Brewery can be in the same space. And they got the nerve to want to put this.
The nerve?
Hold on. I know you're not taking away from my time.
The nerve?
They got the nerve to want to put this on the wall by the bathrooms. Okay? I already told you I need a dermatologist sponsor, okay, because my skin ain't the prettiest thing. But they got the nerve to put this on the wall, and I told them, I said, I disagree. I boycott it.
We overruled you.
No. Why you want my face on the picture on the bathroom or the wall leading to the bathroom?
Why not?
Because that's money wasted.
We'll make you a skeleton or something.
You gonna make me skinny?
Yeah.
Okay, you gonna make me skinny? I like that. Oh, yes.
We'll make sure there's a star like with you and everything. It'll be perfect.
I'll say this. I'll believe it when I see it.
Okay.
So I will be here for the grand opening,
Yes.
and I will rent another vehicle and drive all the way back up my 900 miles, and however far it is.
What was that song I was singing a few episodes back? Oh, I would walk 5.
You better not have that in the background in none of these videos.
Oh, I would if we wouldn't have got copyrighted. Oh,
So,
if I can find a bootleg version,
a bootleg version. I can just see you getting the ding 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 ding. I will walk 500 miles for you.
Oh, I should find that.
So anyway, the issue is what were we talking about before? We're talking about getting free stuff.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
so-
we were talking about how we also give you like food and stuff. And
They feed me. Y'all see that? Okay.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing though. Why they do it? Because they promoting themselves too. Let's not forget about that.
Now-
Oh, look at the beautiful pizza. You see this? You can only get this from Pizza World. See what I mean?
oh yeah,
But on the flip side, it's good.
it is good.
It's delicious.
But let's also let
I'm
the
eating this
fam in. Ricky's actually like a family
Okay.
friend. Like he's family. He
me
came.
tell you
He
what,
comes to our weddings.
No. Let me
He
tell you.
comes to our barbecues.
Hold on. No, we call it cookout. Ain't no barbecue.
Well-
let me tell you about the wedding thing.
You did work it.
I worked
Absolutely.
it. All right,
Yeah, you
I
did.
worked it. Now, I gave them my services for free because of the family connection. I emceed the event. I played music. I had to deal with all them kids and them grown folk, drunk people coming up to me, trying to touch me and trying to molest me and everything. I mean, it was not pretty. I mean, your auntie alone
I know.
was trying to coming up here and trying to lick my ear. But my point is I earned that spot
Yeah.
to go to that
You
wedding, to
did.
work for them, to provide a very nice ambiance with the music and everything else.
Yeah.
I worked it.
You would have come to that wedding even if
I wasn't
you
invited
didn't
to go
work
as a
it.
guest. I was invited to go as the employee.
You know, you 100% know you would
I
have
would
been invited as a guest.
No, I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Stop that.
I don't believe it because I was told that nobody
He
but
acts-
family was going.
He acts like we don't call and text him all the time.
Where's Kyle? We didn't ask Kyle. It was his wedding.
It was his way.
We need to ask
We'll
Kyle.
ask him in a future episode.
Okay, we'll ask him whenever. The point is, though, is that I was not invited as a guest. I was invited as work staff.
That doesn't mean that you wouldn't have been invited as a guest.
And I did it for free. So,
Oh
I mean,
my
that's
gosh.
a win-win in itself right there.
Anyways.
But I got to eat, so that's good.
Despite Ricky, he's actually pretty much family at this point.
I'm pretty much family. That's why I feel comfortable to say y'all wrong for that. Y'all wrong. I couldn't be invited as a
Oh,
guest and sit
that's
there
not
looking
the
all
truth.
pretty and everything else. No, I had to be sit there going and sweating
First
and
thing-
dealing with everything I had to deal with.
First thing next episode, we're going to get Kyle out here and we're going to ask him.
Okay, well, we'll get Kyle out here. We'll get Kyle out. And he's going to say the same thing he told me before. It was only for family. That was it.
That is not...
That's why he family, real close friends. That was it. That was it.
What do you think you are?
The employee that worked it.
No. I mean, in general, what do you think you are to us?
An employee sitting here doing a podcast.
Oh my goodness.
That-
I'm going to have to call my dad.
Mm-mm. Oh, you mean the one on the cruise? Yeah, okay, call him. He gonna answer the phone. Out in the middle of the ocean.
I know.
It's back. Has he left yet?
He did.
He did. Okay.
Yeah.
That must be nice. The rest of us sitting here working.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. He didn't take the rest of
Owner
his
operated,
family.
huh?
I must
Alright.
not be family either. 'Cause
Who all went? Just
I'm
him and-
sitting here.
Him and the missus, right?
Yep.
All right. Well, he don't want y'all ratchet yourselves
Whatever.
going with them on no cruise,
Guess
whining all the time.
I'm not family. He didn't take me.
I'm going on a cruise in March.
Yeah, you're not taking me.
You can go if you want to pay for it.
Yeah.
You are welcome to go if you pay for it.
Would you do podcasts from the cruise?
I might. Although I don't plan on working on a vacation, but I mean, we'll see what happens. I'll take some pretty videos and some pictures.
I mean, Jen said she was gonna make it happen.
Which Jen? Jennifer or Jen from
Jen from My Legs.
Jen from My Legs?
Yeah.
Okay. So since she said it, My Legs Complete Auto Care is doing a cruise, and in March, and you're welcome to go, but you got to pay your own way at a drastic discount. In fact, the balcony is cheaper than the inside room.
Yeah.
So There it is. There it is. All right. Well, look here. That's that. I'm tired of Roxanna and Jana right now. So that's another episode of Ricky's Big World. I will leave the porch light on and the door unlocked, maybe.
30 minutes is all you can handle me.
I'm telling you. All right, you just get on my nerve. I ain't got no food. Ain't got no. I got a drink. With,
well, we're not even open yet. The oven was just turned
cooking.
on.
Something you could have.
I'll go get you some Doritos.
Oh, you got Doritos here?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. Wait a minute. People been putting their hands in the bag?
No.
Oh, they're little individual bags.
No. They're for Baja Tacos.
Oh, those.
No.
Ooh, yeah, I want that with some ranch dressing.
All right.
All right, thank you. All right, bye.